Alright, so it looks like Fern's still giving me the strong silent treatment. I don't think it has anything to do with his new circumstances here, but we're going to try and fix this whole communication issue. And of course, the solution to any communication problem is technology. So Fern's had a little time to grow as well, and he's grown quite enthusiastically away from the flames and the stationary. Well, look at that. Looks like it's time to turn him around in the meanwhile. Give him another view. We'll just adjust it right here. You gotta stand up straight, Fern. Next task, making Fern a cyborg. Alright, so I have to know when this brick needs to be watered. I bought this little chip, and it comes with a probe. That's supposed to tell me moisture content, but I can't be bothered to look up the instructions. However, it looks pretty straightforward. This obviously goes into the soil. I've only got 2 connections here, so it's measuring a resistance or a current between these 2 little paddles. Connects on the back, and if there's more water, whatever passes between them is going to be lower resistance, higher current, yada yada yada. That looks like it takes the 2 wires that it comes with to connect the 2 at this end. So I will do that, and then we've got a potentiometer sitting right in the middle here. I bet that lets me adjust something. Okay. Power in, ground reference, DO, digital output. That's going to be a yes or no signal probably. And then AO. I could probably send that to an Arduino to measure what the actual output is. But I can't have them thinking that I care that much, so we're going to do this with the digital output. I bet you that can drive an LED. So let's do that. I've got 2 LEDs. I'm going to determine the color based on whether or not that digital output is telling me high or low. So if it's going to be low, it's going to turn on the output when it's low. I want a red LED to tell me that it's time to water. Or if the digital output's telling me when it's wet, I want a green LED to tell me that it is just fine and things are all right. All right. So I found this resistor sitting on my desk, and I can't be bothered to look up what those are, but I'll bet you that is about the right resistance for an LED. Now, thankfully, I also have a bench top voltage source. And if you don't have a adjustable bench top voltage source, I mean, why are you even bothering with plants? It's just embarrassing. It should be part of your standard kit. Like, don't even start. Oh. And so, in the background, I also destroyed an LED, figuring out that it is not actually a resistance in there. All right. So let's go high to purple. Let's go low. There. And it looks like I have my directions reversed. There we go. High, low. That's green. Perfect. We'll make that work. All I need is for that digital output to live on the same pin line. There. Alright, I'm really pulling out all the stops this time. Now we've got a good tract for when that digital output is high. We'll get a light. Whether or not this is the right color, we'll find out. And then my high right next to it with 5 volts input. I'm pretty sure this card can take 5 volts. Most of it runs on 5 volts. If it's 3 volts, it's probably adjusted. It's fine. It can compensate. All right. Let's get this ready to go. Let's also bring in some water. Good. I think we're set. Voltage source on. Let's make this 5 volts. Aha. All right. So if you can see, chip powered on. Light is on. It is out of water. So in theory, if that digital output is doing its job and I put it into pure water, we should... Haha! Very good. All right. And it doesn't have an LED adjustment of its own, so there's not something on there that's coming in. Okay. And this is, let's just suspend this so we're partially in that water. Right on there. Now, only other thing that I want to make sure I can do is adjust. Yep. I can adjust whether it comes on or off. So, the next time that fern gets thirsty, or I think I'm going to water it, I will put this in there into the dirt, and I will adjust it until the LED just comes on, and it will be red. I will make this a red LED, because that's what I want in the first place. I need a voltage drop if I'm going to put a battery on this. No, you know what? I can find a 5 volt source. We'll plug it into the wall. We'll call it good.